We have to find out the auxiliary equation, and our auxiliary equation should be of this form: yc is equal to c1 u of x plus c2 v of x. Every equation we have to convert into this form: c1 u of x plus c2 v of x. And then we are not supposed to find out yp. We have to assume our yp value should be of this form: a into u of x plus b into v of x. That is why it is called variation of parameter. Here c1 and c2 are the parameters that we are replacing with some other variable, that is a and b. Okay, so this is called, you are assuming yp value determined Wronskian. This is actually name of the scientist, Wronskian. This value we have to find out and make sure that it should not be zero. Wronskian value should not be zero. Then we can determine the constant a and b with the help of these two formulas. Okay, so let us do it one question so that you can get it the idea about this problem. Look at that question is, in our question only, we need not to worry. It is clearly mentioned that we have to apply variation of parameters to solve this differential equation. So we are taking that in step number 1, that is d square y by dx square plus y is equal to cosecant x. Okay, now if you compare with the standard form, it is already in the standard form. D square y by dx square term is also there, and assuming that the dy by dx term is absent, that is p will be taken as 0, q value is 1, and r value is very important for this problem. R value is cosecant x. Right hand side value is the value of r. So we start our work. This is a general form is there. We have to convert into the operator form. So I'm writing the operator form is d square plus 1 into y is equals to cosecant x. That is called the operator form, as you know already. Correct? Now we shall find out the auxiliary equation for this one. The auxiliary equation is, it's m square plus 1 is equal to 0. That is m square value is equal to minus 1. Okay, give me the answer now. M square is equal to minus I can be written as I square. It means we have already done this type of problem before also. 0 plus minus I square will go that side, becomes root. Root and square cancel, plus minus. So it is in the form of alpha plus or minus beta form. Alpha value is 0. Beta value is beta coefficient. I coefficient is 1. So how to get to IC value? That is e power alpha x. I am writing the formula for your convenience. C1 cos x plus C1 cos beta x plus C2 sin beta x. Come on, give me the answer. Yes or no में तो भी answer दीजिए कम से कम. Alpha value 0, e power 0 is 1. So our yc value is, let us write it this side. Our yc value is e power 0 is 1. So C1 beta is 1. C1 cos x plus C2 sin x is our complementary function. C1 cos x plus C2 sin x is our complementary function. After that, what to do? We have to assume our yp value. Let us assume that yp is equals to particular integral yp is equal to, this one we have to compare with a. Before that, before moving to yp, this one we have to compare with this form. Yc is equal to c1 u of x form plus c2 v of x form. It means clearly we say our u of x value is, can you tell me what is u of x? It's cos x. And what is v of x? That is sin x. We shall find out the derivative of these two. That is u dash of x. We should use this one later on. Cos x derivative is minus sin x. Here also v dash of x, sin x derivative is cos x. Then after this step, we have to go for the third step, that we have to assume our yp value. Let us assume that yp is equals to a into u of x. But already we know that u of x value is cos x. plus b into v of x. V of x value is what? Sin x. Now our main motto is to find out Wronskian before moving to yp value. Wronskian formula is w of u comma v is equal to, according to the working rule, here it is u dy dx of v minus v dy dx of u. So let us find out u means nothing but u of x here, cos x, derivative of v, here it's a dash, cos into cos square x minus v value is sin x into derivative of u. So sin into, yeah, one more sign is there, minus also there, minus into minus plus sin square x, and we know that this value is 1 but it is not 0. We require that we have compulsory the value should not be 0, then only we can move on to find out a and b value. Moving to the next page and find out a and b. समझ में आ रहा है? यस और नो तो बोलिए कम से कम.
सर वो पीछे वाला पेज एक बार बताइए ना.
हाँ, क्या बोले?
पीछे वाला पेज एक बार बताइए ना.
हाँ, पीछे वाले पेज पे बोलिए कौन सा स्टेप.
आप ये कॉस
कौन सा वाला?
आप ये कॉस और साइन उसमें से देख के लिए,
यस,
वो
इसको
वाईसी में से
यहाँ से देख के
यू
लिए.
यू को वैल्यू.
ये u of x है, ये आपका v of x है. Okay, and we are finding the derivative here. This step is nothing but derivative.
ओके सर.
This is
ओके सर.
derivative. It is also derivative. Then compulsory this value should not be 0. Then only we can move to the next step. So the next page will be for the value of a formula is minus VR by Wronskian of u comma v dx. So let us plug in the values. You will get your value of a, that is equal to minus integral of v value. V is nothing but v of x we are talking about. Sin x. It is sin x into r value. What I said, right hand value, right hand side value will be considered at r value. So cosecant x is our r value in this question particularly. Cosecant x divided by, we got our Wronskian value is 1 into dx. And we know that it's a trigonometry. Sine and cosecant are the reciprocal function. Minus must be there. Sine and cosecant becomes 1 dx. So then a value is equals to minus 1 dx is x. And we have to add the constant because we are integrating. So constant not now, later on. Got the value of
सर
x.
वो
Yeah.
डब्ल्यू यू वी है ना, तो वो 1 कैसा हुआ?
ये value.
और डब्ल्यू यू वी.
Yes, u means this.
अच्छा, ये यहाँ से है. ओके ओके ओके.
Derivative is sin x. Right. Chill. Next, we have to find out b value. B is equals to, according to the formula, it says QR by Wronskian of u comma v into dx. You have to make a habit of online classes because of weather. कभी कभी आपको हो नहीं सकता यहाँ पर इंस्टीट्यूट आना, so better to have online class. यहाँ पर तो v value substitute करें. अब यहाँ पर क्या करेंगे, u r करेंगे. u value is cos x, r value is cos x into cosecant x.
cosecant.
Denominator 1 I am not writing now, into dx. This is b is equals to, now cos x as it is, cosecant x can be written as 1 by sin x. What is this answer? Cos x by sin x is cot x. Cot x dx. And we know that integral of cot x is log mod sin x. Correct answer. And we don't want to add the constant c right now because it is not completed After finishing this problem, the last step, we have to add our arbitrary constant. If you don't add also no problem. Now what happened here is, now our yp is clear. yp के लिए क्या बोले अपन? What we wrote the formula, a into u of x plus b into v of x we wrote. This recording and PDF also I'll send it to you. You can see later on also. बाद में भी देख सकते हो. yp is equals to a value we got it as minus x, and now u of x is, you see we have cos x here, so it is cos x, and our b value is log mod sin x, and v of x value, now look at that, v of x value is nothing but it is sin x, and it is not multiplied. It's a logarithmic function, it's a trigonometric function. Don't multiply here. Some student will multiply this sin into sin square, which is highly impossible. So yp we got it. Therefore, the general solution, what do you say? The general solution is what? Complementary function plus particular integral.
Particular integral.
Now, what complementary function we got? Look at there previously. We got it as c1 cos x plus c2 sin.
Cos x.
c1 cos x plus c2 sin x. This is your complementary function plus yp value is, it is minus x cos x. Here in this step we need not to simplify further. We shall just plug in the values and that's it. Because we have integrated this one, I am adding the arbitrary constant, and this is your complete question solution. Long answer. So as a revision, I'll tell you one more time. Right hand side value will be taken as R value. This is our R value. This is our R value. This one. This is our R value. What we are converting standard form to operator form to auxiliary equation to the solution. Because it is the roots are complex here. It is in of this form, alpha plus or minus I beta form. Most of the cases you may get the solution in this format only, that is alpha and beta form. Then we are getting complementary function. We are assuming particular integral. In these two, we don't know these variables. That's what this method is called, variation of parameters. Okay, so we shall find out these two variables, and then let us put down here in our formula, and that's it. yp here, it's a value and b value, then finish the problem. This is called method of variation of parameters. We have so many questions, but let me do it one more question so that you will get the idea about this method. Okay, shall we go one more?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
We go one more. Yes, we shall go for one more question here, and the question is second one. I don't want to mention that we are applying variation of parameters. अच्छा, एक और चीज.
Okay.
The question which are not solved by using method 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5, that can be solved by using variation of parameters. Because you see in your previous question also, the right hand side value will be cosecant x. अपने कोई भी method में cosecant x नहीं है, देखो है. E power ax is a method 1, sin x cos x is method 2, x power m is method 3, e power ax into v of x is method 4. Method 5 भी थोड़ा अलग है, फॉर्मूले से करना है वो नहीं करा मैं भी. अब ये tan आ गया, so tan means definitely method no, variation of parameters that can be solved by using variation of parameters. So let us start our work. Solution. Standard form can be converted into the operator form, that is d square plus a square into y is equals to tan ax. Okay, d by dx means capital D, square means just make it a square. Now find out the auxiliary equation for this one. The auxiliary equation is d square plus m square. Sorry, not m, it's a square. not a d, even d also we should not get. M square plus a square is equal to 0. We can say that m square value is equal to minus a square, but this can also be written as m square is equal to minus a square can be written as I a whole square, because we know that I square value is minus 1. We already know that I square value is minus 1 in intermediate second year complex numbers. M is equals to square will go that side, becomes plus or minus ai, and let us compare this one with this form, alpha plus or minus I beta form. So clearly we say that our alpha value is 0, our beta value is a. So how to get the solution? That solution can be obtained by yc complementary function is equal to e power alpha, alpha value 0, e power 0 is 1. So c1 cos beta, beta value is a, c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax. As I said just now that every solution can be, we should get our solution should be u of x form, c1 u of x form plus c2 v of x form. हर solution यही form में मिलेगा आपको. Now let us move on. If you clearly write here, yc is equals to c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax. That should be compared with what? Come on, got the idea? C1 u of x.
U of x plus C2 V of x.
C2 v of x. So now our u of x value will be equal to, what do you say? It is cos ax. Now let me find out its derivative. We require somewhere else, but here only let me find out. Derivative of cos ax is minus a sin ax. Okay, na? A is a coefficient of x, that should be writing here. V of x is equal to, it is again sin x. That derivative if you find out, v dash of x is equal to, ये क्लास सक्सेसफुल नहीं हुई, खाली एक ही स्टूडेंट ज्वाइन करे, a cos ax. अभी रिमेनिंग 2 स्टूडेंट ज्वाइन ही नहीं करे.
ये सही में वो लोग ज्वाइन होके निकल भी गए,
क्या निकल गया? I don't know why they are leaving the class. A into u of x. U of x is cos ax plus b into v of x. V of x is sin ax. Now find out Wronskian value. Wronskian of u comma v dx. Let me write the formula. U d by dx of v minus v d by dx of u. If you plug in the values, what we are getting? U of x is what? Cos ax. Derivative v dash, this value is here a, we write cos into cos, cos square ax minus v value is sin ax. Derivative u dash is minus into minus plus a here, square here. Now that is equal to a common, cos square ax plus sin square ax, and we know that sin square.
सर आप इंस्टीट्यूट में रह के पढ़ा रहे हैं?
नहीं, इंस्टीट्यूट में नहीं, जर्मन में. जर्मन में. A is not 0.
करंट गया हुआ है तो
नहीं आया ना करंट, अभी आया बोल के तो स्टार्ट करा हूं क्लास.
नहीं यहाँ पे गया हुए थे अभी
आया बोल के स्टार्ट करे थी यहाँ. अभी
ओके
जब मैं इतना लेट क्यों करा, फिर डिले क्यों किया? मैं जितनी जल्दी हो सके खत्म करना रहता ना, डिले क्यों करूंगा? पावर नहीं था हमारे पास.
यस
इमरजेंसी लाइट है
हमारे पास अभी भी नहीं आया.
ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम, कंटिन्यू करेंगे ना.
यस सर.
So Wronskian value we have done. Then next step is what?
ये ब्रैस्किन वैल्यू WU है सब, वो ब्रैस्किन वैल्यू है।
Yes. Then
अच्छा
we have to determine
सर
the
वो
value.
आप पिंक से मत लिखो, पिंक से लिखे तो दिख रहा ही नहीं।
Okay, white से लिखेंगे, okay ना?
हम्म,
Okay.
yes, sir.
Minus VR by Branskin of U comma V dx. This is minus outside V value. V value is sin AX. Sin AX. R value is tan AX and divided by A into dx. Now, if you see,
सर
A will
ये cos स्क्वायर AX और sin स्क्वायर AX ये कहाँ से आया सर आपको?
ये वाली मालूम चलो
हाँ ऊपर
ये U value is this one ना?
जी
हाँ, into V dash. Multiply these two.
अच्छा
A
अच्छा
cos into cos square AX. Then minus
sir.
these two we multiply. Okay. Now
ओके सर।
sin AX.
सर फिर इधर अच्छा माइनस था, बराबर बराबर बराबर।
Tan AX can be written as sin AX by cos AX. ये थोड़ा ट्रिग्नोमेट्री को मतलब ये इंटीग्रेशन वाले पार्ट को थोड़ा डिटेल में सॉल्व करना पड़ेगा। into dx. This is equals to minus 1 by a sin into sin square ax. उबेद बोर्ड दिख रहा? cos ax dx minus 1 by a integral of, ये तो मालूम है आपको, sin square theta can be written as 1 minus
यस
cos square theta divided by cos ax into dx. No, I भी चले भी गए, समझ में नहीं आ रहा सर। minus 1 by a. Let us split the terms. Integral of 1 by cos ax. Let us apply dx also for this minus. Again, integral of cos ax by cos ax. Cos square ax by cos ax into dx. Square and this denominator cancel. Rest of the steps I will write in the next page because it is very important. A is equal to minus 1 by a will be there outside. Let me repeat that step. Integral of 1 by, we have cos ax here, dx minus integral of numerator में से term cancel हो गया, we get cos ax dx here. That will be closed. This is minus 1 by a times integral of 1 by cos is secant ax dx minus integral of cos ax dx. Now write down their values. This is equals to minus 1 by a. If we don't know the formula, let me write it. Log mod sec ax plus tan ax. Sec theta का formula log mod sec theta plus tan theta हो जाता है, but यहाँ पर coefficient भी है, x coefficient is a, that we have to write in the denominator. Minus
अच्छा
integration of cos ax is sin ax. cos का तो sin हो गया, but coefficient x is here a, and then
ओके
now one more a outside. We have to consider that also. One more a is there outside. Let's multiply with that also. So our a value is clearly minus 1 by a square log mod sec ax plus tan ax, and then minus into minus plus one more time 1 by a square sin ax. We don't want to add c right now. बाद में करें. After that, we have to move on for b value. B value is the formula. What the formula says? u r by Wronski now u comma v dx. b is equals to इंटीग्रल ऑफ u वैल्यू. u वैल्यू आप देख सकते क्या है. u वैल्यू बोलो मेरे. u वैल्यू इज
value cos
cos
x.
x.
Oh,
Cos x. R value is sin x. If I want to
yes.
write one more step directly, cos x can be written as sin x by cos x and divided by a into dx. Why? Because I want to cancel clearly here.
Yes, sir.
This 1 by a will be go outside.
Outside.
Integral of sin x
Sin x dx.
and the integration of sin is
Minus cos.
माइनस मैं बाहरी लिख दिया 1 by a square into cos x. Sin integration is minus cos and a and this a together becomes a square and that's a value of b. लिखने का जरूरत नहीं बॉक्स में, लंबा हो जाएगा. So after getting a value and b value, what is our yp clearly? What is our yp clearly?
Yp
a into u of x
ux plus b into v of x.
a into u of x
u of x plus b into v of x.
plus b into v of x. This is yp is equals to, this is a complete value of a here we got. I have to write down that one. Minus 1 by a square log of sec x plus tan x. Tan x plus 1 by a square into sin x. Along with this all, u of x is this value, cos x. Cos x plus b value is minus 1 by a square into cos x into v of x. V of x is nothing but sin x. This is our yp. Therefore, when you are writing the general solution, therefore the yellow color भी नहीं दिख रहा.
दिख रहा सर येलो कलर.
Y is equals to complementary function plus particular integral. So y is equal to complementary function, we got it as what? C1 cos x plus C2 sin x plus yp value here we got. That you write it, okay? I'm now just not writing that yp, whatever it is, we have to write down and then stop the process.
सर वो पूरा मल्टीप्लाई नहीं करते.
No need. वो मल्टीप्लाई होने का कुछ भी फायदा नहीं है. If it is any advantage of the multiplication, we shall do it. कुछ फायदा हो रहा है इससे? हाँ ये हो रहा है शायद. ये yp कैंसिल हो रहा नहीं, मल्टीप्लाई करेगा ये टर्म कैंसिल हो जा रहा. देखो 1 by a square sin x cos x minus 1 by a
प्लस 1 बाई प्लस और वो माइनस कैंसिल हो जा रहा, वो टर्म चले जा रहा. तो माइनस 1 बाई ए स्क्वायर वाला एक बच जा रहा, लॉग वाला.
So it's only we are getting minus 1 by a square log mod of sec x plus tan x, and that's it. This is a variation of parameters. एक और क्वेश्चन देता हूँ मैं, उसका थोड़ा हिंट भी देता हूँ and you can start working on it. ऑलरेडी मैं एक पीडीएफ भी भिजा चुका हूँ आप लोग. अगर आप लोग उसमें से करें तो अच्छा है आपके लिए। आई डोंट नो आप करना करना चाह रहे हैं या नहीं, हमको नहीं पता।
सर एक बार पीछे वाला पेज बताइए एक बार।
कौन सा वाला? पीछे वाला स्टेप,
हम्म।
फर्स्ट स्टार्टिंग।
नहीं नहीं, ये सेकंड वाला, लास्ट वाला जो पेज था।
जी, इसमें मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट ब्रांच स्कीम की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करने का,
जी।
वेरिएशन ऑफ पैरामीटर्स। इसमें कुछ सेलेक्टेड क्वेश्चन है, साइन एक्स। अच्छा, ये सेम क्वेश्चन एग्जाम में एक बार कैसा दिया, डी स्क्वायर वाई बाई डी एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई इज इक्वल टू tan एक्स, मतलब ए वैल्यू को 1 कंसिडर कर लिया।
ए वैल्यू नहीं दिया।
ए वैल्यू इज 1, ए वैल्यू इज 1।
ए वैल्यू दिया ही नहीं ना, तो ए वैल्यू लेना ही नहीं, हर एक स्टेप में ए वैल्यू उड़ा देना।
वैल्यू 1 समझो खत्म।
हाँ, क्योंकि इजी हो जाता और इतना साइन टैन उतना ही लेके कर लेना।
इजी दिया।
ये बाई ए वाले जो टर्म्स है वो नहीं आते।
हाँ, ये सेम ऐसा इस टाइप का एक क्वेश्चन मैं आपको होना तो यहाँ लिख देता हूँ, वो आप खुद से ट्राई करो। यहाँ पे लिख देता हूँ,
ओके।
इस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चन यू हैव टू ट्राई। डी स्क्वायर वाई बाई डी एक्स स्क्वायर प्लस वाई इज इक्वल टू tan एक्स। एक और क्वेश्चन है इससे रिलेटेड, which I feel that you have to discuss this question. That is d square y by dx square plus y is equals to x. And now same m square plus 1. ओके, तो ये आप टॉपिक कर लो माँ। उसके बाद अगर कुछ डाउट है तो फिर अपन कल ऑफलाइन में देखेंगे, बट आपको हैबिट डालना पड़ेगा ऑनलाइन क्लासेस के लिए। और ये आर की वैल्यू यहाँ पर एक्स है, देखो आर वैल्यू है ये,
यस सर।
ठीक है ना?
आर की वैल्यू इसमें टैन है, इसमें एक्स है।
तो वो जरा देख के कर लेना है। ये दो तीन एक और क्लास भी अपन, अगर आप चाहे क्लियर नहीं है टॉपिक बोले तो और एक भी क्लास रख सकते हैं वेरिएशन ऑफ पैरामीटर्स पे। तो ये टॉपिक मैं यहाँ पर अभी क्लास भी खत्म कर देना चाह रहा हूँ, तो रिकॉर्डिंग और पीडीएफ आपको भी मिल जाएगी थोड़ी देर, ठीक है?
ओके सर।